The 24-hour comic is an annual challenge to do a 24-page comic in one day. The rules are simple. Everything, including the concept, story, pencils, inking, even the lettering, must be done within this 24-hour time frame. In 2017, I attempted the challenge, along with Gerald, my artist colleague and friend. I documented our struggle, and here is that footage. After hitting the timer, we had a slow start, just trying to sketch out some ideas for our comics. Eventually, I came up with something great. Okay, so we're about 2 hours in, and I think I've figured out my story. It's about a man, and then he gets abducted and has sex with a bunch of aliens. It's perfect. It's the perfect story. Even though I was feeling pretty good about this story, it still took me another 3 hours to figure out the plot. I was also getting a little drunk. A lot of people drink caffeine when they're working. Big mistake. If you want to be productive, you have to drink alcohol. I would say the sweet spot for me is about 7 pints. Okay, so I'm not doing great. Believe it or not, I had managed to bang out 4 pages by this point. I settled on a very simplistic and, let's be honest, shitty art style that I knew wouldn't take me very long to draw. Gerald, on the other hand, was putting in way too much detail.
I finally pieced the entire story together as far as 1 page fully rendered. I'm happy with this one, but it also shows me that with the limited time, I'm probably not going to render it fully like this.
I knew my boy Gerald was completely screwed. Gerald just went home and it's about 3:30 a.m. He's only finished 1 page. He's going to have maybe 8 hours to do 23 pages. That's not good. If I can just do 8 pages tonight, that'll be a third of the way done, and then maybe I just can do... oh, fuck. In spite of being exhausted and drunk, I finished those pages. I had 1/3 of my comic done, and then I passed out. Okay, so I just got about 7.5 hours of sleep, so I'm well rested. The bad news is I only got 8 hours left and I have 16 pages to do. They're going to do about 20 minutes per page, just to be safe. As I got back into drawing, I started to budget my time better. I was getting a feel for how long each panel would take, and I was cutting out everything I could. Everything was streamlined perfectly. Alright, so I'm officially halfway done, and yeah, still on schedule, 6 hours left, 12 pages left, that's still 30 minutes per page. I gotta get it a little bit faster, but I feel like I'm just cruising right through these things. I'm gonna finish this. At this point, I stopped trying to film myself, and instead I just focused 100% on getting the remaining 12 pages done. After inking a few more, something strange happened. I actually started getting faster. I was in the groove. It only took me about a minute to do each pencil sketch, and then I got right into the inking. By the end, I was finishing pages at a breakneck pace. We're talking less than 15 minutes per page. Alright, well, I'm done. So, I mean, I guess stop the clock. I don't know, I'm sitting pretty with 1 hour 7 to spare. So, I finished the comic on time. But is it any good? Well, I posted it before, but if you haven't downloaded it yet, I'm going to put the link in the description. Feel free to read it. You'll notice that the drawings are pretty shitty, but they're serviceable, and some are not bad. I know you're probably wondering, what happened with Gerald? Did he finish his comic? No, of course not. Of course he didn't finish his. He had about 4 pages done by the end of it. And all of his artwork is a lot better than mine, but that's not the point, because he didn't finish it, okay? He's still working on it to this day, and it's been over 5,000 hours by now. And this is not the 5,000 hour comic, it's the 24-hour comic. That's why I like this exercise, because it forces you to do more with less. Time is always a limited resource, which is why this is crucial to learn as an artist. You need to figure out how to cut corners in a way that still works. Or at least that's what I learned from it. Anyways, I thank you for watching this, and I hope that I've inspired you to attempt the 24-hour comic challenge yourself. You should mark your calendars for the first week in October, because that's when it's going to be. So, get ready for it.